and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. Tackle's made at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 32-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Sign keeper here for Hurts. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. His first throw is an interception. Kobe Bryant has it.
The Panthers take over.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
97. Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
45. White. Hut.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
10 black. Blaster. 6. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Don't touch it. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Don't touch it.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Pushing it up past the 30. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Great. Set. Don't touch it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Great. Set. Don't touch it.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts with it on 3rd and shorts. Completed to his running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Philadelphia.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Don't touch it.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. Escapes the defender. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
Don't touch it.
First down, a run with Barkley. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts a chance to run it here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great. Set.
Running left, this is Barkley. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
12 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Young. They set up the screen. Brooks. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Young. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He's got room to roam. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
73.
Throw here, third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Down. 45. Ready.
Young throwing here. Colt with the catch. And they're on him quick after the catch. The stop made at the 19. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Brooks on the counter. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He runs it up to midfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Clock, 10. Set.
It's Young to throw here on first. Hits his running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
On the coverage.
Set. Hut. Blue. Go. Yellow. 43. Set.
They'll throw third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So on fourth down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Okay, this is going to raise some eyebrows. Surprised he didn't let this one hit down. He fair catches at the 4.
At their own 5-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Coming to the line for another first and 10. They go to Barkley again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. They dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play fake with Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
63.
First down throwing for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. And dose of the hurry up here.
First down, Eagles.
63.
Barkley trying this up the gut. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a design run. Hurts. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go. Hurts. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Making some progress here. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. It's a design look for Hurts. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. No one's around, and he's got space. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So 1st down from the 41.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's Saquon. He cuts it back right. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
So
break.
good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's set.
On play action, here's Young. Buying some time right. He's running with it. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
97.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Young to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And the Panthers.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Ready.
Brooks. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set in through the lane. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
180.
They give to Barkley, left side. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. You get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Here's Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss with that 2nd and 11. Looking quickly here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Hurts has it. Flushed out of the pocket. Barkley's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Giving 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Silver, ready?
They're looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Barkley on a shotgun handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Design keeper here for Hurts. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing the run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Ready, set. Anyway, up. 63.
Hurts a chance to run here. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Okay, right.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we claws red. Check.
Here's Young to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Barkley again here on 2nd. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Set hut, drill, green.
To the air, yet again. Young. On the move, headed right. Running right side by McMillan. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pitch, hut.
On the ground, Brooks. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
3rd down run with Brooks. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good game. They picked up 12, third and short.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First down, and they go right back to him. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Headed out right. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Great, set. 180, 180. Delta.
Running left, this is Barkley. And he steps out after getting what he could. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Crowd left, Yeti.
They go to Barkley again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles have taken the lead late. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Panthers 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
On the set.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Cycle. Let's go now.
Back to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. We look to throw it. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Ready.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready. Claws red. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Fury. Yellow.
Looking to throw it. Caught out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ready. Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
10 cycles. Set. Ready.
Here he is to throw. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Dre, set. Go Silver. Silver, set.
Hurts now from the gun. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, and get to Brooks. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
Give now to the running back. And he will have the Panthers first down. And that's the last little bit they needed, Brock, to clinch this win.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Opposite. 3. Here we hut.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we